Hello, I'm a British person, and did you ever have 3.5 hours to kill and you kind of wanted to watch Star Wars, but you didn't really want to watch Star Wars? Well then you're in luck, because you could just watch To Boldly Flee. Yes, those wacky Channel Awesome chaps were fed up with battling the elements filming outside, so they did everything in their power to ensure that the 4th year anniversary movie, To Boldly Flee, was shot entirely indoors. That can, of course, come with limitations, but not if you set the movie in space. Genius! But just how do you get around the challenges faced when setting a no-budget movie in space? And you also make the totally wise and smart move of making your space epic 3.5 hours in length. You can perform open heart surgery in less time than that. And probably have more fun. But don't take my word for it, you might enjoy endless references to popular science fiction movies.
Okay. Spoony, what are you thinking right now? Wait a minute, I never said that!
Yes, I do love Flight of the Navigator.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Aliens was a really great movie, wasn't it?
He's killing me!
Big Star Wars fan here.
Impossible. Where is Prick? Put him on screen!
Who doesn't love Battlefield Earth? No time to waste, we have a 3.5 hour epic to watch. So here it is. To Boldly Flee. We're reminded of the ending of Suburban Nights when Marty's ashes were launched into space, leading into yet another excellent opening title sequence. Credit where credit's due, Doug Walker really does do a good opening title sequence, doesn't he? We're then hit with a barrage of information, including poor-looking Sad, the critic missing Marty, the government having an anti-piracy bill called Sucker, satire, and the critic is under house arrest. Poor also lets Angry Joe, CR, and that sci-fi guy know that shit is getting real in the depths of space.
The gravitational pull has to be stupendous!
Because a guy that reviews musicals on the internet is more equipped to see distant space phenomena than NASA. Linkara is then attacked by his arch-nemesis Mechakara, aka Linkara with a funny voice, and Spoony is taken away by doctors. So far this movie is not so much a story as just things. Then cue the first of more Star Wars references than Robot Chicken, Family Guy and Spaceballs put together, as Hollow Rob tells Turrell that he needs to track down Spoony.
Find Spoony.
But Spoony is Turrell. Is that the joke? T-Lag then visits the critic to let him know that Marty's spirit lives on inside another person. Dun dun dun! It's Spoony. And then poor sci-fi guy is killed. Spoony's then hooked up to some gizmos and tested Flight of the Navigator style, although thankfully with less Sarah Jessica Parker. And at the same time, spooky goings-on occur with the critic and the Nostalgia chick on their PC.
It's on all of the computers.
Guess how many minutes we are into this movie? Go on, guess. Guess. 36. We are 36 minutes in to this movie, and only now has the first interesting thing happened. That's quite impressive. Shit then goes down as Marty's spirit screws over all the technology. These two intercutting scenes are very well put together and do a great job of building suspense and tension. It's probably my favourite scene in all 3 of the anniversary features. That is until these government agents enter and we have an almost word-for-word Ghostbusters reference.
Shut this all off.
Shutting this off would have extremely dangerous consequences.
I'm not interested in your opinion, you gaggle of quacks. Just shut it off!
I'm not sure it counts as parody if you just hit Control-C, Control-V. Doesn't really count. But what our parody does is release balls into the air which fly about and infect various web shows, obviously leaving the best ones out. I'm not bitter, fuck you. And this is the last straw for the critic who teams up with his fellow reviewers.
That's it. I've had enough.
We can do that? Once there, their first order of business is to visit Dr. Insano. How much Spoonie do we really need in this movie? Insano tells them that anything is possible due to the formation of the plot hole which occurred when Marty was launched into space. And despite his hospitality, the Channel Awesome guys steal his stuff.
Are there any other questions I can help? Oh, son of a bitch!
Dicks. And that stuff just so happened to be exactly the stuff they needed to turn this house into a fully functioning spaceship. Seems legit. And then we meet another villain. So we have the Critic and Spoonie fighting the Critic and Spoonie, aided by the Critic and Spoonie. I'm not really sure how this could be any more of a vanity project.
Hey everybody, Paul here. I figure as long as we're going to the outskirts of the universe to fight evil who might possibly destroy all of humanity, I might as well do a vlog about it.
Don't do this again!
Are you sure this isn't gonna hurt?
Oh, of course not.
Because it looks like it's gonna hurt.
Don't you dare! Did you learn nothing from the 10 whole minutes you wasted in Kikassia? I mean, it's not like you even need to pad this movie. It is 3.5 hours long. This would be a little bit like if you took Christina Hendricks and put chicken fillets in her bra. We especially don't need a love triangle between Looper, the nostalgia chick, and Todd. Because when I think Channel Awesome, I think love story. But then the nostalgia chick is turned into a cyborg by Mecha-Kara, making the entire thing pointless anyway. Movie you giveth, and then you taketh away. And then you taketh away some more. The crew arrive at their destination and beam down to try and save Spoonie, who they then find literally instantly. Why are you not that quick at getting to the point all the time? But then they're attacked. Of course they are. And they're held hostage unless Toril and Zod can speak to the critic. Oh, damn it, I thought the story might have moved along there. Maybe next time. No, instead we have the critic dressed as a fan favourite. Again. So we can save the day. How are they not hitting each other? They must be stood about 10 feet apart. Seriously, how are they not hitting each other? And then just when you think it's over, he's beamed into a field where the scene continues. For ages. And we have time for a quick Daft Punk cameo before the critic is beamed safely back on board. Wow, that was a lot of time spent doing not really very much. So how far are we into this movie now anyway? Oh, for God's sake, I need a nap. Join me next time when I'll hopefully finish watching the end of To Boldly Flee. But right now, I'm pretty tired, so I just gotta... No dog walk. No dog walk.